Hello everyone and welcome to Exam B. So today we are here for a one-on-one with Sneha and she is our student at Exam B. So today we'll be having a one-on-one session to give you all an idea how our one-on-one go with, and basically we'll be taking your questions as well, and there will be so much content coming in form of PDF that you guys can take ahead. Okay, so welcome Sneha on board to Exam B. You can uh, you can start with your questions. Okay, so let's start with the questions that you have in your mind. Before
Hello, ma'am.
starting,
Good evening.
just tell everyone what is your educational background. Like you are from IT, from non-IT. Just tell everyone what is your educational background.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Um, I have completed BTech in civil engineering a few years back, but we have computer as a course in our college, and in all also I have opted computer science in school level. So basically, coding I have done in schools and in college time, but ma'am, this is after a 3 years break. I'm starting coding again for this exam. So will I be able to do it all? Means I'm nervous about this exam because I forgot codings. I remember a little bit, but it is just I have syllabus in my hand, and this is the completely different thing for me because I have done civil engineering and this is coding. I know C++ a little bit and C and Fortran.
Okay.
So my question is, how can I start preparing now for 1 month for this C++? I'm choosing C++ as my option.
Okay, so no problem if you are not in touch with your coding skill. Let me clarify, if somebody is a regular coder and if they don't code for let's say 5 or 7 months, they are actually feeling like they are starting again from the scratch. So doesn't mean whether 3 years or 5 months or 10 months. It is more about the problem solving ability. So if you are a problem solver, if you understand a problem, if you are able to understand a problem, and then you're able to think of a solution, that is more of a concern here. Okay, so try to think for solutions in your everyday life and specifically in the questions. Now what exercise we have to do in order to make the questions working in the entire examination. So phase 1 and phase 2 are there. So for phase 1 you said that you are already aware of the C language. So the programming concept chapter, that is of 30 marks, there you will be little bit more comfortable. Okay, because you know a little bit about that thing, and that particular weightage is of 30 marks, so you will be having an idea. Rest of the topics are not that difficult. With our course, with our live classes, with our PDFs, with our videos, you can definitely cover the content in a very short and crisp manner, where you will not be pondered like there is not so much of content where you will get confused कि मैं कहाँ से पढ़ूँ कहाँ से नहीं पढ़ूँ. It will not be like that. You will be having the content in a specified manner. So whichever topic you are starting, just start that topic and read the video, read the PDF, give the mock tests and the chapter tests which are there, and then for like come regularly to the live classes. This is one of the strategy that everyone has to follow. Apart from this, what you have to do in your whole preparation time, you have to start writing codes and deciding whether you are, so you are at a beginner level, so you have to write small pieces of code. Like if I give you two strings, how you are going to add those two strings to make one string. Then after that thing, if I ask you to delete or trim some of the characters from that particular string, so how you're going to do that thing. So these kinds of things is in the start you have to do, and later on in the course you will start rising your level. So initial 1 or 1.5 weeks you will be doing only easy questions. Do easy questions only, and after that go and attempt medium question and then the difficult question. With the regular live classes which you will be attending twice a week with me, we'll be guiding you throughout. And for other subjects, if you feel nervous, that will be also be there. So forget about it that you are a non-IT person. Now you have to study IT and you have to gear up yourself for that thing, right? We cannot hold so long that we are non-IT person. Even IT persons are not able to qualify. You can see only 2 persons are there, and every year we also have backlog vacancies. So doesn't even count at SEBI how much you are into that. More of the thing, how much patient you are, and how much problem solving ability you have in yourself. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, since I'm starting this right now, so from where should I start? Means I remember some of the coding, like what is there, means printf, scanf, these things. When I opened the book, I was able to understand it. But from where should I start in the beginning? Like for first chapter, from where? I want to know.
Programming concepts, you have to start, you have to understand the syntax and semantics of C and C++, and after that you have to gather all the concepts which are there in the syllabus. Once you complete all those concepts of phase 1, you have to simultaneously write the code. Suppose in one day you read about function parameter passing. So function parameter passing happen by two ways, by value and by reference. So you have to write codes by value and by reference. You have to check on the application side of it, that which all question will utilize the value of like passing by value or passing by reference. These are the things that like simultaneously reading and simultaneously you have to start writing codes. Even a small code a day, no problem in the start, but at least 5 to 7 concepts should be covered in that particular piece of code, or 5 to 7 small codes should be you will be writing, so that you can get an idea. So it will be a parallel process, because exam phase 2 exam is only 2 months ahead, no? So we have to prepare parallelly. And for phase 1, there is so much, and you can just in your me time you can just refer to the course which is there, all the questions and all the, again I'll say, the PDF, the videos in the course. It will be giving you a path how you have to travel ahead. And every week, as I said, live classes will be enlightening, where you will be having so much to hold on. Today 20 on 21st we are having a live class at 9:30, so I hope you will join that class. You will feel confident that you will be able to learn, okay? And our classes last for almost 2 hours, so that is a good feature of our course. So definitely every time the course is going to pop up and come, that okay, I'm here to help you. So this is the one of the things that you have to go ahead with. First programming concepts, then data structures, then the DBMS, the SQL part. If you have the syllabus, you can just mark it like a ticket out, one, two, give a marking to it. Like first will be programming concepts, then write somewhere data structures, because they are very important for phase 2. Then DBMS, third number, SQL, fourth number, algorithm, fifth, then the networking part. After that, you can follow any order which you want to follow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, should I go for C language first?
Yes.
Means because we have only three options: C++, Java, and this Python. So for phase 2, but should I start C++ first, or should I go for C first? Means I have
So
seen
yeah,
videos
so
of
whatever you
others.
have read in C, no, that will automatically get compiled, and that will be in favor of C++. So if you have a little idea about C++, you can if you see the code, you understand this is the keyword, this is the user defined word. If you are able to differentiate like this, and you're able to like not write code but understanding of the code is there, you can definitely start with C++, no problem. I think it will be better if you start with C++ only. That will be much better.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So you can take help from other sources, where when you need help from the coding perspective, but when you need how to code, what kind of questions we'll be coding on, these kinds of things will be there and we'll be guiding you. So you have to like, definitely if you are non-IT, there will be some like extra little efforts that you have to do. So don't get demotivated by that thing that we have to do more. But remember that thing, that there is a minimum cutoff, and plan to get ahead of that cutoff only. Don't plan to score 100 out of 100 or 90 out of 100. Plan to score at least 50%. If you are able to manage 50%, you will be in the exam, like in the final list of the interviews you will be there, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So in the meantime, I can just check the live chat question. There are questions. Bhavani Balaji is saying, is a final year any final student eligible to apply for SEBI Grade A? So check out your results, guys. If you are having your results before the cutoff date that SEBI has prescribed, you are eligible. Otherwise, you have to wait for next year. Ravi Shankar, can you please help me? I'm not able to find previous year question paper. So Ravi Shankar, it is on our website, the 2020 whole question for phase 1 and phase 2. And last, like previous day, yesterday only, I did a session on YouTube for Parikshak, and there we had the environment, how the environment is actually looking, onto which you will be coding, and also the coding questions of Pariksha. So you can take help from that thing. That will be a guiding factor for your preparation. Then Alam is saying, can SEBI use different platform for coding this time rather than Pariksha? It is up to SEBI. Again, I'll say I'm not SEBI, so it is up to SEBI. I hope they change. Hi filers, how you to start phase two from now, where I can get practice question as same in phase two. So it is available with us. We have lot many questions in a similar pattern, and also there is a there are many videos which will be helping you out to take care of the pattern of the exam at least. Okay. Then Bhavani Balaji is saying phase two consists of how many questions? Whether it can no MCQ for phase two, Bhavani. Okay, it is only the 5 descriptive questions and English descriptive questions. So it will be only coding and descriptive. How many questions? There are 5 questions, and every question is as of now having 5 test cases, and you have to pass those test cases. So if you want to know more about the uh, pattern of the exam, what you have to do, you have to go to our YouTube community and find the videos that we did in the initial, like 1 week back. So you will be having better idea how you have to go about everything. Okay. Yes, back to Sneha. So what else doubt you have, Sneha, in your mind?
Ma'am, I got it. I'm starting it, so it seems puzzling in the starting because there's C++.
Yes.
There's so much to learn because I don't even know which header files to use. I don't remember much about it. So should I, ma'am, just start chapter 1 and start, or I just should take a syllabus and find the syllabus words from book and then start?
Yes, yes, yes. This is the correct strategy. Okay. So what you have to do, as you said, so many things. I will give solution for every problem of yours. Okay. You said that you do not know which header files to use. So basically, there are 5 to 10, let's say 8 to 10 header files which come handy when we are writing code. Like one header file for input output, one header file for mathematical operations, na? One header file for string thing. So there are really 5 to 10 which we are going to use in our entire, like for if we are going to use STLs in C++, which you will be learning STLs. If you want to use vector, if you want to use linked list, if you want to use map, so there will be specific header files. So if you don't know which header file you have to use, there is no problem. Once you read a particular topic, so if you are finding any header file which you will be utilizing in your code, just make a small copy, not a register, not a very big copy, a small copy of like this much of width. Take a small copy on one page. If you make the note. Let's say I am using string.h. So string.h on the top, string.h in very big letters, write string.h, and in that paper write all the functions which you are using, and write the name of, let's say I'm using a string reverse function. So string reverse function, and just below that line, just below that line, write the syntax how we are using that thing, write a string reverse, and then in the name of the variable which is holding the string. So the name of the function which you are using, the header file at the top, name of the function, and in one line how you are actually be writing it. Like if you only know that you are going to use the string reverse function, but you do not know how you have to write it, you will be in a problem. So just below that particular function name, you have to write that particular syntax of that function. Okay. And if there are any more than one ways to use, you just have to write that thing. Okay. Like small examples, just having like 2 to 3 lines. And then leave 1 and 2 line, and then start with the second, let's say concatenate function, or is data, or is alpha, these kinds of things. No. So these things you will be maintaining simultaneously while you are coding. At the end of the day, you will be having 5 to 10 pages only, which you will be revising at the end. Okay. So not more than that. I think more than 10 header files nobody use. So for header files, you have to go by this way. Then learning the language, you have to take some reference, and then you have to start learning the language. What else did you ask for? If anything, which is, I think your question was having 2 to 3 points. So is there anything which I'm missing now?
I should just take syllabus and
Yes, yes.
topic from syllabus.
Yes, yes. So once you have a book or once you have a reference outside the exam day, if you have any, if you are going to prefer for C plus plus, let's say, focus more on the concepts which are there in the syllabus in phase two and phase one both. Focus more on that area. So you have to be very, like, your syllabus should be in your head. What kind of demand is from SEBI. So if you're going to read Python, you do not have to master Python, right? You have to understand the small charts, slicing, dicing, these kinds of concepts. And these are small concepts. Once you read it, no, you will be finding it very easy to solve the problems. So for C++, you can go a very vast, because you have to use header files at the end of the day on in your phase two. But apart from that, other particular technical chapters, stick to only the syllabus. Don't go ahead of the syllabus. And if you prepare 80% of a phase one syllabus, that is also okay. No problem to complete 100%. Okay, if because in exam 50 question will be coming, nobody can answer 50 questions. Everyone will be in the range of 35 to 40, and then they make a smart guess of 4 to 5 questions, and so they go to attempt of like 30, let's say from 35 to 42, not more than that. Hardly, there are like handful number of people who attempt 45 and 45 plus. And it increases the risk at the same time, because you will be having negatives. So don't need to prepare for everything in the phase one as well. Go for 80% in concrete manner. No. So if you find anything difficult, don't worry. You have other places to cover up. But learn the concepts of programming, data structures, algorithms. These are very important. Okay.
Yeah. And ma'am, one more question I have. Ma'am, since phase one, paper two exam, we have Java, C, and C++ programming concepts. So should I read other like, languages, basic concepts also, like for Java?
Yes, yes, yes. For phase one, you have to do so. And don't worry, with our course, we are defining the things with in different languages. Suppose one concept is covered in C++, other will be in Java. So you will not feel any alien kind of feeling during the exam. And we will do a lot of questions to remove that fear of other languages. You should be knowing the concept. Don't worry about the syntax if you know the concept. That we will be having so many questions, so it will get covered, no problem. Cover all the concepts in at least one language which is concrete to you. Other two languages we will be discussing a lot in live classes. We are having questions, and by that manner you will be just heading it out. But yes, you have to understand every concept which is there in the syllabus in all the three languages. But C has very limited scope. C does not. C is not an OOPS language. So definitely you are reading C++. So extra hurdle for you is only Java for 4 to 5 topics. So that is manageable. We will be able to manage it in our course.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Let's take some question in the live chat. So can you tell us about the interview? So Ravi, interview is an entire different thing, and we'll be doing things on interview as well. But let me clear it out. With the interviews, you will not be asked only the technical questions. There will be technical questions, but you will be also SEBI wants you to have the caliber to answer non-technical general questions, like how the SEBI is functioning. If you understand the organization, if you understand the security market, if you understand the role of a regulatory body, so yes, it will be technical, it will be non-technical, it will be a combination of both of the things. And for interviews, we also conduct interviews with the current members, which are like the interview panel will be there, which is consisting of the senior level SEBI personals which are actually working there, or retired personals from SEBI. So yes, you will be getting a direct kind of, like, you will feel an environment which is as similar to your DD of the interview. But interview has a long way to go on, so I won't give a detail about that thing. But we'll be doing that thing in course of time. No problem for that thing. In the exam, will it show the test case for whichever code? No, it won't show the test case. It will just show the number y. If you are getting y, it means your program has passed those many test cases. If it is not y, you have failed the test cases. You will not be getting known that which test case you have failed. Okay, just the number you will be getting. Head of allocatory be useful. How to start preparing for phase two? Please guide the roadmap. So, hi Phyllis, we have talked about this a lot. Even in this session, I have guided Sneha. Sneha has come up with a lot of great questions which are suitable for you as well. So, please do watch these things, and otherwise, it will be only a repetition. One of which type of topic you want to cover in one should cover in SEBI. First, the syllabus. and only the syllabus. There is nothing apart from the syllabus. Okay. Harshit Gupta, in coding part, can we use C++, STL, or you can use STLs? No problem. But if they want you to check on some generic codes, they might stop you to use the STLs. Suppose they want you to write the reversal of the strings, and they do not want you to use string reverse function. So what they will do, they will hide that particular thing. You will be not be in the case to use that thing. So you have to actually write about how you are going to reverse the string. You can take it in an array, then you can just print that array from this end, and then you can reverse it out. Okay, so once you are reading the coding part, and you are using functions which are pre-coded, you should be aware that if you are not given that thing for basic traditional questions, you should be able to do the things from the scratch. Okay, that is one of the things. Any one of them will be enough, Nayan. You can just have any one of them. Okay. Yeah, I covered all these things right now. So yes, again back to Sneha. So Sneha, how is your feel? Like, do you got any kind of clarity? You are like ready to prepare, and what is your gut feeling now?
Now I feel really better about myself that I can start right away. And you
Yes.
clear all my doubts. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so it is that, see, students like you are so many there in the market, and remember, backlogs are in every year. So even IT people in whole India, which all are applying, are not able to clear it. So there is something which is not predominant, that one should have an IT background. If it was to be predominant, they should not have allowed other engineering aspirants as well. No, so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are eligible as much IT persons are eligible. There will be a difference, but you can definitely cover that particular delta if you keep hold on yourself and keep going. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
don't be demoralized at any point of time. Keep practicing. If you will keep practicing, keep up having a trend, keeping everything in mind, and prepare smartly as well. Keeping syllabus at the utmost priority. Okay, as the utmost priority, you have to keep the syllabus. And once you do these things, you will be definitely being good in the exam. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and do not
Thank you, ma'am.
forget your QRE when you are reading IT. Okay, QRE is also very
Yeah.
important, right? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, any other doubts, Neha?
Mm. Ma'am, in whole 24 hours a day, should I give 80% to see this IT part? Because QRE, I can practice a little bit.
Okay, so you can take a call how much time you have and how much time you have to give. Major part you have to give to IT only, because there is phase two. If there was no phase two, I would have said cut it down in 50-50. But now you have to be 70-30. Okay, so you have to give
Yes,
major
ma'am.
time to IT, and moreover, you have to write like by using pen and paper or using code, using your laptop. You have to make yourself comfortable in writing. Okay, and English
Yes.
descriptive as well. If you will score high in English descriptive, phase two coding paper will be a lesser problem for you. No, so there, if
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
scoring only 40, so you have to score at least 76 marks out of 100 in English descriptive. If you score 40 there, 40 here, you will not be able to make 50. No, and the
Yes, ma'am.
weightage of IT part is 2 by 3. So definitely it is increased. If you're not able to score high in 2 by 3, you have to increase the score in 1 by 3. So for that particular purpose, try to score, as I can see you are proficient in English, and I don't feel that you will be having any problem apart from understanding the topic. So if you write at least English descriptive question, you will be able to do that as well. Okay, so try to score as high you can in English descriptive. This will be adding to you in the merit, as well as releasing some of the load for the phase two coding questions. No, so try to
Yes, ma'am.
don't underestimate English, descriptive English specifically. You have to score a good in English descriptive, so that you make sure that you are on a safer side, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do take a look on this Parikshak Pracharak that we went out yesterday only. That will give you a good idea how the exam environment will look like. It is on our
Yes,
YouTube
ma'am.
channel. You can have how exactly it look like, and the things, what kind of questions were asked. So if you're able to understand the question, it will be very easy for you to code as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. So this
Okay.
was
Thank
Sneha
you,
with
ma'am.
us. Thank you, Sneha. I hope it
Thank
was
you
a
so much.
enlightening session for you. So this was all from our side. How our one-to-one happened, and Sneha is one of those who enrolled yesterday's that thing with the 25 enrollment, and she got a chance directly to interact. So yes, we just made it online, little bit uncomforting, like providing discomfort to Sneha. She's new to this live thing, in order to make you all understand how the one-on-one works with us. So it is all a kind of very much personal doubts are being clear, not general doubts. Personal doubts are clear. So it is a customized kind of one-on-one session. So this was all from our side, guys. I hope I answered every question. So yes, there are some questions. Shushan, they were saying, ma'am, as you posted Pariksha paper yesterday as one of the language, 3C plus Java doesn't. So Python was there. It was just written in the question. I clarified there only. Python is in the drop down list. You will be having that, Shushan. Then Harsh is saying, can we expect coding paper on an easier side? No easy. I'm again saying, take 10 number question will be moderate, but 30 and 40 will be difficult. But difficult will be in the terms of length, in terms of the coverage, not in terms that it will be an alien question. The snake and ladder question of Pariksha itself is an example that how easy it will be for understanding the questions. Okay. So yes, this was all from our side. Hope you guys get some knowledge and idea about the one-on-one and the doubts again with the SEBI. So see you in the next session, guys. Till the time, keep practicing and stay updated.